So the last technique I'm going to show you is the gradation technique. And this is the one that we're going to use to create our sunset for our cityscape. The other three techniques that I've shown you, you can pick and choose for the other projects. You could do the geometric shapes on the one where you blew with the straw. Or you could do the wet on wet with the shape of your heart, to your favorite shape project. But for the cityscape one, we're going to create a sunset. So in order to do that, I like to start with my darkest color. So I'm going to start with just a strip of I'm going to start with my blue, not my darkest yet. I'm going to start with my blue and just go straight across the top of my paper and paint a blue strip. I'm going to pull that blue strip down a ways. And it's going to stay pretty wet. We want it to be pretty wet so the colors will blend together. And then I'm going to take my brush and use my black. And I'm going to do my black right across the top of my painting. And just spread that right across the top. Because you know how the sky, as the sun is setting, it gets darker and darker. And then the sun, at the horizon, it's the lightest place. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create that dark top of the top furthest point from my horizon sky with that dark blue and that black. And just blend those two together, keeping the darkest part of it towards the top. And you can add more black if you want to make it darker across the top. But you're blending those two colors together so they kind of fade into each other. And now once you've gotten that, you can come back in with your solid blue and come down again and pull that down some more. So if you've noticed in a sunset, the sky has lots of different colors in it. It has blues and purples and greens and yellows, depending on how the sun is hitting the clouds and the moisture in the air. So I'm going to take, after I've added this blue, I'm going to take my red, and I'm going to use my red, and I'm going to mix that in with that blue. And I'm going to go all the way up into that black. So you have that purple color faded into that black at the top. Don't pull the black down into your sky. Push the other colors up into your sky. So from there, I'm going to do a little bit more red. And then I'm going to come in with my orange. So I'm staying still above the halfway part of my paper. So now I'm coming in with my orange because now we're getting closer to the horizon where the sun is. And I'm just going to fade that in too. See how those colors blend right there together. And I'm going to pull that orange down past the halfway part of my paper. Just like that. And you can go back into your red and add some more of that red in there and add some more of that purple and blend those colors a little bit more so that they look like they're fading into each other. So now that I have the orange, I'm going to do yellow. So the whole rest of my paper is going to be a yellow color. And I'm doing that for this particular project because when we go to build our cityscape, the building windows are going to be mostly on that yellow so that it looks like there's lights on in the windows of the building. And I'm just going to keep painting the rest of my paper in that yellow. You can bring that orange down in there if you'd like because some lights are orange. If you want to add just a little bit more of a faint orange in there, you can. I like to keep mine pretty yellow though, so that It really looks like a bright light bulb through that window. Just keep pulling that paint all the way down. And don't leave your paper towel over it so that it soaks up the paint. And once you've reached the bottom of your paper and it's as yellow as you want it, then you have finished your gradation sunset for your cityscape. And this is for week 4 when we do the cityscape. So this one you can just let dry, and once it's completely dry, you can use it for that project.